A special thank you to each of our subscribers who make this channel possible. Here's today's story. In a bold move that has sent shockwaves through the international community, President Donald Trump announced on May 13, 2025, that he will be lifting long-standing sanctions on Syria, marking a significant shift in U.S. foreign policy. Speaking from Saudi Arabia, Trump emphasized that the cessation of sanctions is aimed at providing Syria with a chance to rebuild and thrive after years of conflict and suffering under the regime of ousted dictator Bashar al-Assad. "I will be ordering the cessation of sanctions against Syria in order to give them a chance at greatness," Trump declared during a speech, highlighting the brutal impact of the sanctions, which he described as crippling. This announcement comes as Trump embarks on a 4-day tour of the Middle East, during which he is expected to meet the newly appointed Syrian President Ahmed al-Shara, a former insurgent leader who has a controversial past. Al-Shara ascended to power last year as Assad's government collapsed, ending a devastating civil war that lasted over a decade. His leadership has raised eyebrows, particularly given his previous association with Hayat Tahrir al-Sham, HTS, an Islamist rebel group that fought against Assad's regime and has links to extremist movements. Until recently, the U.S. had a $10 million bounty on his head due to his role in HTS, which is designated as a foreign terrorist organization by the U.S. government. The lifting of sanctions is seen as a strategic move to normalize relations with Syria and counter Iranian influence in the region, a position backed by key allies like Saudi Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman and Turkish President Recep Tayyip Erdogan. However, this shift has not been without its critics. Republican Senator Lindsey Graham has urged caution, emphasizing the need for congressional approval and a thorough assessment of the new Syrian leadership's commitment to stability and democratic principles. While I would like to empower the new players in Syria, it has to be done in a coordinated fashion with our allies, especially our friends in Israel, so that numerous security concerns can be addressed, Graham stated. The announcement comes amid ongoing tensions in the region, with Israel maintaining a wary stance towards al-Shara's government and continuing airstrikes against Syrian targets. Trump's decision to engage with Syria marks the first time a U.S. president has met with a Syrian leader since Bill Clinton's meeting with Hafez al-Assad, father of Bashar al-Assad. The implications of this diplomatic outreach are profound, as it signals a potential thaw in relations between the U.S. and a nation that has been largely isolated from the global community for years. In his remarks, Trump expressed hope for a successful transition in Syria, stating, "In Syria, which has seen so much misery and death, there is a new government that we must all hope will succeed in stabilizing the country and keeping peace." As the world watches closely, the question remains, will this new approach lead to lasting peace and stability in Syria, or will it further complicate an already volatile situation? The coming days will be crucial as Trump continues his Middle East tour, with meetings scheduled in Qatar and the United Arab Emirates, where discussions on regional security and economic cooperation are expected to take center stage. The lifting of sanctions is anticipated to open the door for international investment and aid to Syria, which has been devastated by years of war. Al-Shara has been vocal about his desire to build a new Syria, proposing initiatives to transform the country into a hub for trade, commerce, and tourism. However, the road ahead is fraught with challenges, as the new leadership must navigate the complexities of rebuilding a nation while addressing the concerns of both domestic and international stakeholders. As this historic moment unfolds, the world will be watching closely to see how the new dynamics in U.S.-Syria relations evolve and what impact they will have on the broader Middle Eastern landscape. With Trump at the helm, the potential for a new chapter in U.S.-Syria relations is on the horizon, but the success of this endeavor remains uncertain. Only time will tell if this bold gamble will pay off, or if it will lead to further complications in a region that has been marred by conflict for far too long. That's all for this story. We upload videos every day covering many different subjects, so hit that subscribe button to stay informed. Thanks for watching.